to you all, and welcome to another episode of the Next Generation Role Model Show. I'm your host, Victoria Summer, and today on the show, very excited that we have another super talented young lady. Her name is Lily Brooks O'Brien, and she is 15 years old. She's a Hollywood actress, and she's here live today from Los Angeles. Come in, Lily.
Hi.
Hi, Lily. Really happy to have you on the show. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Thank you. I'm very interested, firstly, to ask you about how you first started out wanting to be an actress. You're an actress and a singer. Yes. And I wanted to know when you got the first inkling that that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, well, I started out when I was really young. I was performing, singing, dancing around my kitchen in my house ever since I was like 3. So my mom was like, she's a born performer. But she put me into baton twirling, which was something that my mom and my grandmother and my mom's and my grandmother's grandmother did. So it was kind of just like a long time thing. But my mom actually took me to go see a theater production at our community theater in Memphis, Tennessee. And I remember at intermission, I pointed at the stage and looked at my mom and I said, that's what I want to do. And it completely just changed my goals and my vision. Like it just turned into my passion with like the snap of a finger. And I was super excited about it. And I actually ended up quitting baton twirling and just putting everything into doing musical theater camps and doing acting classes and singing classes. And I was working towards it. And it was my goal and my passion just to be an actress and be a singer. And I ended up going up to New York and auditioning for Matilda. And I did that. And I just started getting more momentum. And ever since then, I haven't stopped. And it's my favorite thing to do in the world. I have just a major passion for it, and it's the only thing I could ever see myself doing.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you've already had so much success, even at 15 years old, which is absolutely incredible. I know that Matilda changed me as a young woman when I read that book.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, and there's been an incredible film. It's just an amazing story. So I'm so delighted that you're really involved in that, and also just being able to just live your dreams. I mean, not many people be able to, think, oh, I want to be an actor and a singer, and then actually be an actor and a singer in some amazing productions.
I'm an incredibly determined person, so I don't give up on anything, which can be my biggest strength, but it can also be my biggest weakness, is because I can get my heart broken sometimes. But I think the biggest thing that I've learned is that I just can't give up, because no matter what, this is what I want to do. So however hard I have to work, whatever I have to do to get myself to the level that I need to be in order to pursue my dreams, then that's what I was going to do. And I did it. I took acting classes and singing classes whenever I could. And I was auditioning. And, there's still so much farther for me to go. But I'm so excited to be where I am today. And it's important for me to live in the moment and not focus too much on what's in the future, because what's going on right now is going to be over in a second. And you're going to be like, where did it all go? I feel like we just started this. And you have to live in the moment, because I'm working on a new project right now. And I found myself being like, oh, what's next week? What are we doing next week? And I've just had to center myself and be like, actually, I'm just going to focus on what's going on right now. And that's the best way for me, is to just live in the moment and just do the best that I can today, and then take it day by day.
That's such great advice. And I'm so happy that you're on the show, because I've only asked you one question, but you're already such an amazing example to people, because, there's many people that can get, all mixed up in this business where there's just so much going on and it's really overwhelming. And I think that that's really helpful advice for anyone that's watching. Obviously, you've worked for big big people like Netflix, and now you're on to your next show, which is really exciting. So you know what it's like to get involved in these huge productions, and like you said, it is a thing of just like, wow, it can be a bit overwhelming. So thank you for that advice there. I think people would find that really interesting. I know you're also building a fan base on Instagram. And you're very positive on your page, and I love that about you. And you're very upbeat, and you're really good at speaking into the camera. I wanted to talk a little bit about your fan base and how you tend to use your platform to inspire other people.
Yeah, of course. Well, as soon as I started building my fan base on Instagram and any other social media platforms, I knew immediately that I wanted to do something positive with it and um, use that to bring some positivity into everyone's day that sees my Instagram. Another big thing is that I'm a St. Jude youth ambassador for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and that is an organization that I hold incredibly closely to my heart. I used to live in Memphis, Tennessee, and that's where the hospital is located. I've had many friends treated for cancer at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and they have done incredible things for my friends, and I'm so grateful for them, and I'm so happy that I'm able to use my platform to share what they do and to raise money and raise awareness for their incredible organization. So as soon as I was able to raise my fan base on Instagram, I knew immediately that I wanted to help St. Jude and raise money for them using my fan base on Instagram. And I'm really grateful that I'm able to do that. And I hope that I'm able to do it for so much longer. It could just because it's something that I'm so passionate about, and I love their organization so much.
Yeah, and let's go on and talk a little bit about social media and how that's actually impacted your career. You just spoke about how it's helping you to help others, which is really amazing and a big part of being a role model. Talk to us about how social media has impacted your career.
Yeah. As an actress, you can see Instagram and social media is a big part of the industry. You have to keep up your brand and make sure that you are showing yourself in a good light. So it's been good for me to learn about it. My mom has been there to help me and guide me through it so that I can also one day do it on my own. But I try to post as much as I can. But it has impacted my life so that people can see me and I can share my work with them. And I've had a few people reach out to me over Instagram for projects, and I'm like, this is so cool, because having that social media platform can be incredibly helpful, because people can see you and be like, wow, she or he, or they're incredibly talented, and they can take that and be like, hey, do you want to work on this? And then it can open so many doors. And we see that so much through TikTok, which I'm not a huge person on TikTok, but a lot of people's careers have been boosted through social media. So I definitely think that it's a big platform, and social media is a big part of the industry. So yeah, it's definitely affected me a lot.
Yeah, interesting. And just in terms of starting out, there'll be kids who are, looking up to you saying, wow, she's been on a Netflix show, and she's had this big role in Matilda, and they really want to be like you. What is your piece of advice that you could give to them in starting out?
Yeah, well, my first piece of advice is be yourself, because that's the only person you can be, and embrace it and love who you are, and that's how you're going to gain confidence. And that's so important, is to have confidence in yourself and have self-love. So believe in yourself, and just be confident with who you are. But another big piece of advice, especially with acting, is to never give up. If this is your dream and if this is your passion, then it's so important not to care about what everyone else says. You know that this is what you want to do, and no matter how hard you have to work for it, you know that you're gonna earn it. I've been rejected so many times, and it's been hard for me to keep up with my positive attitude sometimes, but I've had to learn that those rejections are just another step closer to success. And I think that that's an important thing to know, is that your rejections that you receive aren't personal. whatsoever, especially in acting. It's all about what look that they want, or you might not be the right height or age, or it's not you. It is not you. It's not your talent. Keep going, because you're going to find the right role for you. Go in there and impress them, knock their socks off, and one day they're going to be like, actually, I have this person in mind that was incredible, but they didn't fit that role, but they're perfect for this one. And there you have it. So just never give up, work hard, and be yourself. That's the three biggest pieces of advice that I could give you.
Super impressive, Lily. I love what you're saying, and I think that people will find that really inspiring. Thank you. I want to focus a little bit more on the negativity, just because there is so much negativity in your particular industry. I know it well. And there is, as you mentioned, a lot of rejection. How specifically do you cope with any negativity that you get from others, and how do you cope with that rejection?
Yeah, well, starting off with the rejection, coping with that is just, I've had to learn that it's not about me. I just have to, I guess the biggest way that I deal with rejection is when I get an audition, I take that, I do the audition, I do the best that I possibly can with it. And if I don't book it, I have to put it out of my mind, because it wasn't meant to be. And I just have to know that what is meant to be is going to be. And what isn't is out of my control. It's out of my hands. And I put my absolute best out there. And if that's not what they wanted, then that's okay. Someone else is going to see me and be like, "Oh, she's so good." And it's the same with everyone else. Like, don't worry if you're rejected. One day someone's going to see you and be like, "Oh my goodness, they are incredible. They're perfect." And it's going to be incredible. But negativity wise, we see a lot of negativity online and on Instagram and social media platforms. So I have, especially recently, had to deal with that, because people are so, I guess, weirdly focused on things that are not in their control. Like I cut my hair, which used to be down here, and I've had a few people say some unkind things about it, but they don't know the story behind it, and they might really enjoy what's to come with me cutting my hair. But it's hard to deal with, seeing people comment on you and something that you've worked so hard for, or, people say, "Oh, you're such a bad actor," or "You're not pretty." It's everyone who's on social media sees it and has experienced it, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all to see people putting other people down, or even putting you down. So I guess the way that I deal with it is I can't look. Like I just can't. There's no reason to look at the negative comments. And a lot of the times I'll see 100 like positive comments, and I'll see that one negative comment, and that'll be more impactful than any of the positive comments, which is it's kind of just a mindset, because I've been allowing those comments to impact me more than the positive ones. So I've had to learn and teach myself that the positive ones are just as important as the negatives, or way more important than the negative ones.
Yeah.
Those people that are telling you that you're doing a good job, those are the people that really support you. So I think that's the best way for me to cope with it, is just to realize that there are so many other people out there that are supporting me and that are rooting me on, like my family and my fans. And I'm super, super grateful for all of it. But it is hard sometimes to cope with the negativity, but it's a learning experience.
It's a learning experience. And just so you know, we're rooting for you too, and we're your fans. So we're
Oh,
so
thank you,
excited
guys.
to chat to you. It's so nice to hear you speak. And I think that it's really valuable for kids out there who want to be doing what you're doing. And by the way, just a thing on hair, I had to I specifically grew my hair for a period drama I was doing. And then the next period one I did at the beginning of this year, I had to chop all of my long hair off that I'd taken a year and a bit, I think, to grow. I had to chop it all off up to here, above the chin, for this 1920s period drama I did at the beginning of the year. And I had the same thing. I was devastated about my hair. But I have to tell you, I love your hair in a bob. And I think I wrote that as soon as I saw it. I was like one of the first people to comment, like, "Oh my God, I love it."
I saw that. I it was tough. It definitely was, but I'm so grateful that I did it.
Yeah.
The project that I'm working on, I can't say anything about it because, the industry, it's very secretive sometimes, but I cannot wait for you guys to hear all about it. But the project is incredible, and I'm so happy that I did this for the project. It's just, I was incredibly dedicated to this character that I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do. So
Yeah,
I'm just
you know
gonna,
what? It's only hair.
it's
It
hair. It'll grow back.
grows back. It grows
It'll
back.
grow
Yeah,
back.
that's it.
Exactly.
Mine's growing back. It's taking a bit, but
hmm
I
I
might
tried to
get
put it
some
in.
help. But
I tried to put it in a ponytail the other day, and I was like, this isn't working. Where's the rest of it? Like, I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. I cut it. It's been a month, so I've kind of gotten used to it,
yeah.
but I'm getting there.
You're getting there. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's move on. We want to talk about your goals now. Obviously, we're very happy that you're part of this family, and most people in this family really are focused on their careers, helping others, but also setting goals is one of the big things of being a next generation role model. Setting your goals, going out, achieving your dreams. Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time?
Okay, 10 years. I guess I'd be 25. Um, I'd love to have worked on a few movies. That's a big thing. I really want to work on some films, and um, I do see myself producing and directing. Directing is a huge passion that I have of mine. Obviously, as a 15-year-old, it's something that I have to work on and wait. Um, but I would love to direct a movie or a few episodes of a show. That's definitely something that I see myself doing. I'm trying to think. I think my biggest goal is to just inspire others to give back to their community, especially with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I want to continue doing that for as long as I possibly can. Um, so I think just having a positive impact on people's lives and creating content that they enjoy watching, and I think that's the biggest goal that I could have. And I mean, 10 years, that's a lot can happen in 10 years. So, who knows? But I definitely would love to direct and produce and possibly even write my own script and create a project all my own, which would be great. So yeah, I think there's many different things that could happen, but those are definitely a few of my goals.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's talk about your favorite role model. Obviously, being a role model is an important thing. I know I've had role models growing up, and also in my career, I've had a lot of role models. And that's what inspired me to create this show, because if I had somebody that I saw that was doing it, it made me believe in myself and believe that I could do it. So in
Absolutely.
terms of your role model, do you have a role model who's an actor or somebody that you really look up to that you could talk about and who you'd like to meet?
Absolutely. Um, Reese Witherspoon is one of my biggest role models. I see myself, like I said, in 10 years being a producer and a director and a writer. And she has showed me that you can do more than just one. Like, yes, you can be an actor, but you can also be a producer and a director and a writer and whatever else you want to do. Like, you don't have to choose one thing. And she's created this incredible production company and has been so successful with that, creating shows all focused on strong female leads, which I think is so incredibly important. And, with some amazing female writers and directors and some incredible female strong women that I can look up to. And I'm really grateful for her that she's created these shows. Like I'm currently watching Big Little Lies, which
Yeah.
has some amazing actors in it. And she herself is an amazing actor. She's in Big Little Lies and Morning Show, and I just she is so good. I'd love to meet her one day and especially work with her. That would be a dream come true. But she's definitely a huge role model of mine. I'd love to, even just meet with her and talk with her one day. That'd be a dream come true.
Well, one of our goals on the show is to make our role models' dreams come true. So, hold that thought and keep it in your head.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get there one day. We'll see.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, let's talk about your charity work. You've spoken about it already. It's one of the reasons you're on the show, because you not only care about yourself and your career and achieving your goals, but you also care about helping others along the way. And you've mentioned that you're an ambassador for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Let us know a little bit more about that and how you like to support your charity.
Of course. I used to live in Memphis, Tennessee, which is where St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is located. Like I said, many of my friends have been treated for cancer at St. Jude, and they've helped them in so many ways, and I'm so grateful for that. A few amazing things about St. Jude is that the childhood cancer survival rate has, ever since they opened their doors, has gone from 10% to 80%, which is incredible. They share all of their work from their clinical trials that they hold for doctors all around the world, so that kids who can't be treated at St. Jude still are able to get the same level of treatment that they would at St. Jude anywhere else. And I think that that's incredible, being able to share their work and work together to help cure cancer. And another incredible thing, this is huge for a lot of families, is that all the families and children treated at St. Jude never receive a bill for anything. Not their treatment, their housing, their transportation, their food, everything is covered by St. Jude, which is why I've been trying my best to raise as much money as I possibly can for St. Jude by using my social media platforms and um, trying to get donations from that, but also just raising awareness for St. Jude so that people can share and talk about St. Jude to their family members and their friends, so that it can be spread, and people who can't donate will share it to other people, and people who can donate will. But thankfully, I've actually raised over $45,000 for St. Jude in the last year and a half, which is insanely incredible. And I'm so grateful to everyone who's donated and supported. And it's such an incredible cause and organization. And I thank you guys for supporting me and donating. But I can't wait to keep going. And I love St. Jude so, so, so much. And if you guys want to donate right now, you can go to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital's website and donate as much money as you can to them. Like whether it's $5 or $10 or $20, anything helps. So if you guys could donate, just go to St. Jude's website, and that would be greatly, greatly appreciated.
Wow, really incredible. I have another little question for you. How did you raise your money for them? What did you do?
Yeah, so I had a few different ways. I hosted an event called Songs for St. Jude in February, right before COVID. And I had many, many different kids from Hollywood and New York sing and come and help raise money and bring audiences in. And I raised a pretty good amount of money doing that. And then I've also held a few St. Jude walk/run teams where we've gone through and everyone has gone live and used their Instagram social media platforms to help raise money. So with just our Instagram lives, I think we've raised over $30,000, which is a dream come true. But then with the Songs for St. Jude and a few other events that we've had, it's been about $45,000. But I'm grateful for everyone that has agreed to be a part of our team, which is Teen Young Hollywood and Broadway, to come on and help and bring their fan base and their social media platform to help raise money for St. Jude, and just all come together to help this amazing cause and organization.
Brilliant. Thank you for filling us in on that. That really is a great cause. And I'm so happy that you've supported that and done so well for them. And that's really, really beautiful work. And I know from my work with Teen Cancer America just how rewarding that is. Absolutely. It really is a wonderful thing. So you are an incredible example. Thank you for being on the show, for inspiring others. And it's just been wonderful to talk to you, because we've never met in person, and I just met you today over Zoom for the first time, and we've never really had a proper conversation. So I'm absolutely delighted that you're part of our next generation role model family, and thank you for inspiring others. And I want to give you a big acknowledgement on who you are and everything that you're doing.
Thank you so much. I'm incredibly grateful to have come on the show, and I had so much fun, and thank you so much for having me.
You're absolutely welcome. And we're going to stay in touch. And Next Gen Role Model launches next year. So we're planning to have a big in-person event. So I'm very excited to meet you in person.
I love it. I will absolutely be there.
Sounds good. Okay, good luck with all your filming. And we send you all our love.
Thank you so much. All right. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.